Hello everyone, this is Sarthak from No More Boring Notes. Now, because most of the students now are using some kind of online resource as their primary learning tool to study medicine, I thought let's make it more effective by using flashcards and spaced repetition. So, once you have studied a topic, you will have to solve MCQs. And while solving MCQs, you will convert all the important information into flashcards, so that you don't miss out anything important and you can revise them effectively via active recall and at proper spaced out intervals called spaced repetition. Today I am solving Marrow MCQs, mainly medicine MCQs. These are the same questions which I had solved during my NEET PG preparation, you can see. I'll be choosing this module today, clinical examination. So the module is open, MCQ is in front of us. Now we'll create a deck. I'll go to create deck. I'll create a medicine deck here. Let's say we are studying for NEET PG. So I'll write NEET medicine. Okay. And we'll go to the deck and I'll click on add. Now our stage is set and we'll start solving MCQs and subsequently add flashcard to Anki. So our first question is, splinter hemorrhages are highly suggestive of, let's say the answer is D, infective endocarditis. Now suppose while reading the description or your notes or watching videos, you come across a very important point. It might be a fact, it might be a concept, it can be an image, it can be a value, anything. You can convert that information into a flashcard. Like for this description, I'll convert these peripheral manifestations of infective endocarditis into a flashcard, and for this flashcard, I'll be using the basic type. Now I'll write what are the different peripheral manifestations of infective endocarditis, and I'll write the answer here. Osler notes, Janeway lesion and rod spots, and I'll click on add. So this is our first flashcard. Now let's move on to the next question. What does a collapsing pulse indicate? Aortic regurgitation, left-sided heart failure, aortic stenosis, and coexisting AS and AR. So I'll choose the A option. And now in this question also there is a very important table, different signs of aortic regurgitation. So I'll convert these topics, these points into flashcards, and the process would be the same, but this time I'll choose the clues card. Now I have the clues card here and I'll write different signs of AR. So I have just noted down 3 of these important signs here: collapsing pulse, T-Musit sign and Pecker's sign. Now to convert it into a clues card, I'll simply select it and I'll go to this clues card button. Similarly, I will also convert it into a clues card and this into a clues card. Now our cards are done. I'll simply add it and 3 cards have been added. So this way you can convert an important table into clues cards. Let's move on to the next question. Relative bradycardia occurs in typhoid, leptospirosis, Q fever, and all of the above. So the answer is all of the above, I think, and yes, it is correct. Now this is also an important point, in which cases relative bradycardia is seen. So I'll also convert it into clues card. So can write down more, but I've written only 3 of them and converted into a close card. And click on that. Now, instead of writing a text, you can also choose an image and question yourself on your image also. Like here I have the image of a roth spot. I'll simply take a screenshot of it and paste it. And I'll also write a question here: in which infection this condition is C? This sign is C. And I'll write down the answer: infective endocarditis. So this is another way of making up the basic flashcards. Similarly, if you want, you can also add an image here also, like roth spots are seen. Infective endocarditis, and when you'll see the question, when you'll see the answer, you'll also be flashed an image. The same image can be added to a close card also. So let's add this. Now I have this question here. I've solved it already, but I just want to show you this thing. The difference between central cyanosis and peripheral cyanosis. Now if you want, you can also write individual points and convert it into flashcard, or alternatively you can take a screenshot of this table and convert it into image occlusion card. But because in Marrow you cannot take a screenshot, I have written down this table here in my Evernote account. I'll take a screenshot of it and now I'll convert this table into a flashcard. For that, go to this image occlusion icon, choose the table and occlude the part of image which you want to test yourself in. Like I'm occluding this point and this point. This way you will be adding 2 image occlusion cards as well. Close it. Let's move on to the next question. Presence of small sign in a patient is suggestive of dilated, restricted, hypertrophic, or so I'll select restricted cardiomyopathy. And now small sign is also associated with. This is also an important question. I'll convert it into basic flashcard. So this way, while you are solving an MCQ module, you can simultaneously add important stuff into your Anki flashcards. Now once you are done, with the module, you'll close it and see. Today I have added 9 new flashcards from only one module. If you want, you can study it here. Let's review it. What are the different peripheral manifestations of endocarditis? So now I'll try to recall as much as I can about the peripheral manifestations of infective endocarditis, and once I've recalled everything, I'll click on show answer, and these are the 4 manifestations. Suppose I knew the answer, well, I'll choose the easy option. If I didn't knew anything, I'll choose the again option. If I knew something but I had some doubts, I'll choose the good option. This is a close card. Different signs of AR. Collapsing pulse is, what is collapsing pulse? It has occluded that part of the text and it's like a fill in the blanks question. You'll think of the answer and you'll click on show answer. The answer is here. It is a rapidly rising pulse which collapses suddenly, also called as Corrigan sign. Now if I knew the answer, I'll choose the easy option. Relative bradycardia is seen is, it was again a close card. You'll think of the answer and click on show answer. Typhoid, leptospirosis and Q fever. You will choose any option that you like. in which infection rod spot is seen. It is seen in infective endocarditis. Now this card is interesting because apart from text, we have also added an image of rod spot to reinforce what you have learned. Now this is an image occlusion card that we made. Effect of oxygen supplementation on central cyanosis and peripheral cyanosis. You'll think of the option, and once you have thought of the answer, it is decreased. So this is how you will solve all the flashcards. And once you are done, today is 15th, we have solved 15 cards. So this is how you convert an MCQ module into flashcards. Same concept applies for your notes and videos also. Suppose you are reading your notes and you come across a very interesting point which you don't want to forget, which is a high yielding topic. You can convert that note into a flashcard here. You can add an image, you can add even sounds, you can add a video, you can do anything you want. You can color the text, you can customize it even further. You can take a screenshot from your notebook, take a screenshot from your book, take a screenshot from Google and convert it into image occlusion card. Now I'll give you another example. Suppose apart from QBank, Marrow also has these very nice pearls. I'll also add these pearls into my flashcards. So I'll choose the same deck and go on add and write what is Mandarin scores. I can write down the formula here and convert it into a clues card. I can write down the formula here and convert it into a basic card. I can write down the question here and take a screenshot and convert it into an image occlusion card. Let's say this is also an important table of autoantibodies seen in autoimmune diseases. You can write down the antibodies in a table. You can take a screenshot here. You can go to image occlusion. You can occlude the parts of the images and you can test yourself on that. Alternatively, you can write down these antibodies directly here and convert it into a clues card. So this is how you study Marrow or any other QBank with the help of flashcards. You can also check out our YouTube channel for more such Anki tutorials. There is a free Anki guide in our blog also, where we have talked about how to integrate Anki with your studies and how to make quality flashcards. There are many articles on study hacks and productivity tips also, so you can check it out. Till then, stay tuned and stay safe.